Beautiful people on YouTube! While grinding experience on my second account with PZ75, I thought we have not done any news episodes for a very long time. So today, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to very weird but yet maybe interesting tanks, tank destroyers actually, with some very unique features combined. And for example, this is the British Siege Mode auto-loading tank destroyer, and we also have a double barrel tank destroyer with 500 alpha for each barrel, guys. So we're going to talk about that and also some filler tanks coming up in this video. And let's start with this Taurus actually, which is kinda unique, I would say. Taurus CAT, guys. So tier 8 tank destroyer. And at first, I gotta be honest, when I saw this from a small picture, like I saw this very small, tiny like a window, I saw a tank destroyer and I saw this and I thought, ooh, maybe we get our first auto cannon tank destroyer. But you know, that would be weird, but you know, still there was something to hope for, because there is a massive like turret machine gun-ish action going on the top of the vehicle. But the main gun that actually shoots is this one right over here. So Taurus CAT, guys, what Wargaming is saying about this is the Taurus CAT is a tier 8 British tank destroyer. This vehicle is quite unconventional for both its nation and the type. It is the first British vehicle with hydropneumatic suspension. Well, not actually like full siege mode, but hydropneumatic plus siege mode, kind of, because the Taurus CAT enters and leaves siege mode in 1 second, right? And retains respectable mobility while in the mode. So this has 20 kilometers per hour top speed inside the siege mode. They do not show it over here, but it has 20 forward, and did they say backward speed as well? No, they didn't say backward speed. Now outside that, very fast and mobile once again. So it has an auto-loading gun and it has a siege mode, hydropneumatic suspension. It comes with 320 alpha, 420 with high explosive, and high explosive actually has some penetration, 105 penetration. Standard round is APCR, premium is heat, 280 and 320 penetration values. So for a tier 8 auto loader, those values are actually quite crazy. I would say so. Those penetration values for a tier 8 vehicle, guys, pretty nutty, right? 1475, very good APCR velocity, you know, kind of bad heat and HE velocities over here, especially HE is very bad actually. So if you use HE, you better be close range. Reload time for the mag is 24 seconds, 2-second intra-clip reload, and the magazine size is 4 shells. So you can dish out 1280 damage in 6 seconds after the first shot. Rate of fire full cycle 2.5 shots slash minute. Is this what this means over here? Aiming time 3 seconds, but this is outside the siege mode. I guess the aiming time inside the siege mode is going to be better as well, because the dispersion will be a lot better. The accuracy outside siege mode is unparable. It's like art the accuracy, but inside the siege mode is 0.35, so it gets balanced by the accuracy. Usually the siege mode tanks or the siege mode tank destroyers are very accurate inside the siege mode, but this is, you know, mid accuracy, let's say. Activation deactivation time is 1 second, and you get minus 10 and 10 degrees gun elevation angles over here. It can carry 50 shells as well. 3 crew members, commander, driver, and radio operator. So someone is doing loading, someone has to do the shooting as well. So mobility 65-25 outside the siege mode, but in the siege mode, as I said, 20. Very good power to weight ratio, so it is going to be very mobile, nimble tank. Hull traverse speed 40, very good once again. Armor, no armor whatsoever on the value over here, 51. But it has quite some slope to it. But I guess this is just a gigantic weak spot of a commander hatch, just like an object Kust, let's say. So even though this can bounce stuff, it has a big lower plate. Plus it has a gigantic commander hatch on the top right there. 1150 hit points, 360 meter view range. Ooh, that sucks. So basically you need to use coated optics if you want to get that over 445. So yeah, this is auto loading. So you have a good, very good damage output, good penetrations over here, but you definitely lose in the survivability department. Let's say you also lose in the gun handling department. For that reason, to have that clip siege mode tank destroyer. Taurus CAT, you know, kinda interesting, right? Next up, let's talk about a tier 9 vehicle, which is Saryuda. Saryuda. Please correct me how I need to say that. And this is a tier 9 Japanese tank destroyer. What Wargaming is saying about this is as follows. This Saryuda is a tier 9 Japanese turreted, by the way. You can see that it has a turret as well. Tank destroyer with twin 12.7 centimeter guns that cause 500 HP of damage each. Salvo preparation takes 3 seconds and the guns are locked down for 4 seconds afterwards. So if you want to do the double shot for 1000 alpha, you need to reload or wait for the reload extra 4 seconds. The penetration 265, we're going to take a look at that. So it has a decent mobility, yada yada yada. Okay, so nothing else they're saying about this. Let's take a look at the specs now. It looks like Kari, you know, it straight out looks like a Kari with a turret and 2 guns. In tier 9, versatile tank destroyer is the class. Indeed, 500 bloody alpha or 600 with high explosive. So high explosive doesn't actually get that much extra boost, only 100 damage. I would really not carry more than 2 high explosive rounds over here, because in many cases it is not worth the risk to lose shell velocity, to lose penetration, to have a chance, if you do penetrate, to deal 100 extra damage, when you have way bigger chance, you know, to penetrate and deal like 500 guaranteed damage with the standard round AP, and premium is also AP. Premium AP with 305. AP round is my favorite round in the game. So that's pretty nutty. 26-second full reload, guys, because each gun takes 13 seconds to reload for 500 alpha. Salvo prep time 3 seconds, as they said. 4 seconds salvo lock time. Barrel change time is 5 seconds. So what that means is if you shoot your left gun, it takes 5 seconds to switch to the right gun. It's quite a long time. So yeah, there will be situations where you have to really think through which shot, double shot or single shot would be better. Because in 5 seconds a lot of things can happen, like they can reposition, get away, and then so on. But if you need to take more of a snappy shot, of course go for that. Aiming time 2.3 seconds is over here. Dispersion 0.37. So once again, not very accurate tank destroyer. It doesn't have fully rotatable turret. It has 90 to the left, 90 to the right, so it can go like sideways, but it can do sideways peaks behind the corners. Then we have 7 degrees concentration, 15 elevation, ammo capacity 50 shells. All right, so what is the mobility? 38, 16.1 power to weight ratio is definitely respectable. I see this tank being played more aggressively. I definitely see that, especially if you look at the armor values as well, guys. I see this tank being played aggressively, so I would say experimental turbo is perfect fit for this, to get your mobility top speed up to 43, plus power to weight ratio even better as well. Already experimental turbo fits super nicely. 1750 hit points, 230, 50 and 50, so frontally very armored. 250 in the front, turret also 250. This is a flat armor plate over here. We'll see, we'll wait for the armor model 50-50 on the side as well. So it can get penetrated to the side with high explosive. Have to watch out for that. 380 meter view range is comfortable, and it has it has 6 crew members actually. Commander, gunner, driver, radio operator, and 2 loaders. So this is Saryuda. Ladies and gentlemen, which one to you seems more interesting? This, I think, will be performing overall way better. Because you can play it aggressively and to deal 500 or 1000 damage trades is pretty damn strong. It's like kind of, it honestly feels like kind of a heavy tank to me, more like a heavy tank. It's versatile, it's like a assault tank destroyer by the looks of it. So those were the two main tanks I wanted to cover in today's video. We also, by the way, have a couple little fillers, most likely for like a gift tank being tested, STRV M31, you know, just the little baby tanks what Wargaming likes to give away, or loot box filler tanks as well, Skoda T15A over here. And also we had the Renault R35 FCM 36. I really wonder why so many low tier premium tanks, other than just giving away. My guess, maybe we have, maybe this one is going to be this year's Holiday Ops free gift tank, aka free carriage slot for many of you. Maybe it kinda looks like it. 75 alpha. 10 degrees compression, very fast. Ooh, very fast. Ooh la la. Hello. Maybe something fun. 360-bit rear range in tier 4. Okay. Maybe this can actually be something. Maybe this can actually be something. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about those two main tanks over here. Which one is more interesting to you? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I will keep you posted if something awesome and beautiful happens. I will see you next time with something else. Adios, amigos.